Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, 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 hey. Welcome back. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your lives, avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living limitless lives. And here we are once again as we begin another week of our fasting. That's right, we're on our way fasting and are just excited that we're doing this. I am pumped that I am doing what I need to do for my health, for my metabolism, and I'm glad that you are here as well. I want to encourage you and just kind of welcome you wherever you're joining us from, whether it's here in the United States, around the country. And of course, we've got some community members that are joining us from outside of the US. So thank you for coming through. We've got New Zealand, we've got South Korea, we've got London. So thank you for coming through. And then all our folks around this country, and of course, a special shout out to our accelerator members. Thank you for coming through and hanging out with us. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and drop a comment. If you are fasting with us this week, just say yes. Yeah, if you're fasting with us this week, say yes. Special shout out to our folks from Atlanta Berean Church there in Atlanta, Georgia. A special shout out to Riverside Chapel in Nashville, Tennessee, and of course the Magazine Street Temple Church in Louisville, Kentucky. And if you are watching because you saw our content in your doctor's office, you saw it in a community center, you saw it at your church, you saw it in some other space, or you saw me at one of the health fairs that we've been doing around the city here. Thank you for coming through. And if you saw us on one of the Zooms that we've done, thank you for being here as well. Thank you for hanging out with us. And just welcome to the space. As I said, I'm Dr. Dwain Woode, and we are in another week of our fasting. And so I'm excited for that as we continue to do what we need to do for our health and for our metabolism. I've got next to me the meal that we're going to eat. Actually, we're going to put it together, together. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And while I show that to you, I'm going to actually get up for a minute because I've got to make a quick change. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to that. There you go. You get to see some of the things that we've got there. And while that's doing, I'm gonna step away for a minute and make a change. So that is what we have right now. As you know, I normally eat my last meal after my meeting here in the office. And right now, so let me show you a couple of things. Let me go back over here. I'm gonna take these off the screen for a minute. So this was actually what came in to me today, and I made a change to my order specifically because I wanted to get, so this is, and I'm going to change our view for just a sec. So I wanted to get, there you go, that way you can see me, and there you go. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to change my order because I normally get a bowl, and the bowl has rice and so forth, and I had them change the order, and this was what showed up. And I looked at it and said, hey, that looks okay, but it's not going to be enough for my meal. So I went downstairs and I picked this up. So this is a typical salad that I would get from downstairs. I didn't put all the lettuce and so forth in it. So right now, what I have there is I have some cucumbers, I've got some banana peppers, there's some shredded carrots, there's some cheese under there, some sunflower seeds, there's a little bit of lettuce down below, and then this is ranch dressing that you see on top there. So what I'm gonna do, so I've got this off to the side, I've got this stuff that they sent in, right, which we'll put together, and then I went downstairs and I got some chicken, all right? So here, this is I think these are lamb meatballs that are in this one. And there I got some good old baked chicken breast, and then there's a leg under there somewhere. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this that I created. I'm gonna add some additional lettuce, or whatever this is. Looks like almost looks like arugula. I'm gonna put some of that here. All right, give me some more greens. Let's go ahead and grab some of this. And they got some cucumbers in there. Lots of dressing, apparently. Okay, so let's do that. And I'm going to take the meatballs because that'll give me my protein. Take those out from there. Okay. So that's starting to look pretty good. And then from the chicken, I'm going to take this one right here because this one I put some hot sauce on there. There you go. Okay. So this is what we'll start with. And let me hold that up for you so you could see what that looks like. So this is the salad of the last meal I'm about to have. Okay. And so let's kind of walk through that a little bit together. We talk about balanced bites. So whatever we're eating, what we want to do is we want to be thinking in the balanced bites idea. What does that mean? That means that we are prioritizing whole foods. And if I look through this, let's walk through it again. Let me use my fork. Here we go. So let's walk through this again. So if I'm thinking about balanced bites, right? So whole foods first. And so pretty much everything in here, whole foods. The meatballs, of course, were not whole foods, so they created those meatballs. The dressing is not going to be whole foods. And of course, the cheese. But everything else, pretty much there. And of course, the hot sauce, right? That's processed. Whole food for first, minimize processing. And once again, those very things that I talked about, the meatballs, the salad dressing, the cheese, the hot sauce would be the things that are not that are processed. No added sugar. And looking through this, probably the dressing, and I'm not sure what kind of dressing they had. And of course, the ranch dressing that I had from downstairs probably has a little bit of sugar in it. Lean protein and healthy fats. So lean protein. So I've got chicken. I've got the meatballs, the lamb meatballs. I've got some cheese under there. And then, so those would be pretty healthy, right? So lean protein, healthy fats. Once again, the cheese that's under there got some fats. Oh, in terms of protein, the sunflower seeds also has protein. And then the sunflower seeds has some omega in it. Let's see, lean protein, healthy fats, starchy and non-starchy vegetables. And in this, pretty much all non-starchy vegetables. So no starchy vegetables in here. Things like, sometimes people will ask me about cauliflower, and cauliflower kind of straddles the fence. Broccoli would be non-starchy. All your greens would be non-starchy. So if you're looking for non-starchy vegetables, those are the ones I'm talking about. Lean protein, healthy fats, not starchy, non-starchy, leaning more towards the non-starchy, and then portion size, portion control. And over here, when I went downstairs, the guy gave me, I've got two breasts and I got a leg. Okay, so I've got more stuff, but we're gonna kind of stick with this. And then tasty and flavorful. Now I've not tasted it yet, but I've had the chicken before, I've had the meatballs before, and all of this stuff. This is going to be tasty. So yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and while I begin to jump into that, or get ready to jump into that meal, let's go ahead and change this just a little bit so you get a better view. There we go. All right, and let's say hello to some of our community members. So let me go ahead and we're gonna hop over there. Let's see who we got out there. So Pamela. Okay, let me start from the top. Let me start from the top. Here we go. So Pamela is saying hi. Hey Pamela, thank you for coming through. We've got Cornelia. There she is. Hey Pam, that's right. What's up? And we were talking about you in our community last night, Pam. And then Pam says hi, Cornelia. How is everything going? Let me get that back on the screen. How is everything going? Uh, Cornelia says, hi, Doctor. Hi, Dr. Wood. That does, that's close to what I had. It looks good. Yes, yes, yes. Cornelia said, all is well. My father improved every day. The doctor is talking rehab soon. Awesome, awesome. Glad to hear that. And then she says, thanks. And how are you? Very good. Still praying for you all. Awesome. Just everyone appreciate it so much. Yes. Okay. All right. So here we are. So if you're fasting with us, if you're fasting, go ahead and put yes, 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 yes. And let's go ahead and let's jump into this and let's start having a couple of bites. And the reason I have a salad, and let me talk through that a little bit. The reason I have a salad is because the salad gives me bulk. The salad pulls me up, so I feel fuller longer as I get into the fast. I have protein in there, so that helps me with my satiety. Y'all, this is so good. Those meatballs. I'm gonna actually put the chicken over here because I'm gonna need to cut that. Let's use this. There we go. Okay. The meatballs are so good. It's spicy. It's a little tangy, and just oh yeah, savory. Very very good. And yeah, so back to my meal, and so it also gives me the fiber, and the fiber helps to blunt the absorption of carbs. So that's a good reason. And let's see if I can get me up on the. We're gonna do this. There we are. So here I am. I'm back. Hopefully you guys still saw the food. Mm. And that is delicious. Okay. And it is, I love it. I love it. It's very tasty. So if you're fasting, go ahead and put yes. Let us know. If you fasted with us, if you're fasting with us today, I want you to put a one. If you're going to start fasting today, go ahead and put a one there. If you're going to fast with us tomorrow, put a two. And then if you're fasting with us on Thursday, put a three. This is delicious, y'all. Yep. So good. And let's see. Yep. Let's keep eating. Let's keep eating. And so recently we launched our Move campaign. So if you've not done so yet, make sure you get there and begin that process. Remember, Move stands for metabolic optimization via exercise. So we are continuing to put those things in place so that you have a space to do all the things we talk about in the health action plan. Also, if you've not done so yet, to watch our episode from last night as we rolled out the Blueprint series. Oh, let me get you back here so you can see. As we rolled out the Blueprint series, which is our newest series in improving our health. Make sure you get out there. Make sure you watch that. Those should all be in the um, this week's videos. Should be in the this week's video playlist. Okay. Awesome. Well, I've got to run and go see some patients soon, but this is our meal for this week. I'm going to finish this up, and I would love to see what you are eating as your last meal before you start fasting, or also for your first meal after fasting. So if you fasted with us last week, if you took pictures, if you're fasting with us this week, go ahead and take some pictures and send those in so that we can all see, get some ideas of what different people are doing. Okay? Because what you eat may give me an idea of something I can do. So do that for the community as we continue leaning on each other, as we continue walking through this health process. Oh, let me have some of the chicken. Let me do that. Let me change this view so you can see. All right, so this is baked chicken, just a chicken breast. And so I'm trying to cut it across the camera here, so I'm not doing a very good job. If you're a carver, don't judge me. Oh, but that was so good. Oh my goodness. Mm. I need to get a different knife. But delicious. All right. So we will be back tomorrow as we continue our fast. We'll do our check-in, our pop-up here at 24 hours. Our check-in tomorrow night will be at 33 hours. And then we'll continue with our normal schedule as we go through the rest of the week. Special shout out to our community members, those of you who've joined our YouTube channel, those of you who are in our accelerator program. Thank you for your support of everyone. A special shout out this week to Pam and Juyon. And I know Juyon is not on right now, but they've been so supportive and so instrumental in keeping our community doing what it's supposed to do, and that is to support each other. So thank you for coming through. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see. Pam says I'm going to have cabbage. Oh, sis says no sound. Is the sound gone? Oh, let's go back here. Okay. Well, maybe some glitches happened there. But anyway, thank you for coming through. Thank you for hanging out with us. Hey, this is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life. Avoid complications, go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we are living limitless lives. All right, everybody, have a great one. We'll see you later. Bye bye.